That got cut off, but hey, press for time. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode of The Man from Osirion. We are playing Pathfinder's first edition Mummy's Mask. The reason, Mongers, see my little patch here? I dug this shirt out of a drawer. I had this made in the first year. That's why I'm wearing it tonight. Little sewing Mongers. Yeah. Got a black one and a white one. Dug it out. Not just for evil high collaring, but for Mummy's Mask. Tonight, a special treat. I am so excited to get back into this, even if it's for a limited time. Don't care. Fear into an animal. Animals act instinctively, and I believe vermin would act the same way. So we actually scared off a party killer. Good job, guys. And then
that was all Aiden.
I'm well aware.
Some measly little writing, something about you'll be cursed, etched into a wall. Some stonemasons scare you guys off from the family crypt. And now we're investigating the west side double doors to House Pentrue. Pentrue? Sure.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys do?
I checked for more writing that would tell us if we would be cursed for opening these doors or not.
All right. Round of perceptions in the tower. You're standing in an inlet. It's a 10-foot recessed wall. So now the building's around you on all sides. And then there's a 5-foot stairwell with 2 columns. More of those interesting column carved statues of forefathers, likely. And double doors. Everyone's looking high and low, trying to be uber aware. And I bet you all watching the ground. It's sandy and, things can burrow. It's like the movie Tremors. 2 of you guys are on the stairs.
We're all squeezing onto the stone stairs.
Get up there. But seriously, what do you guys want to do?
I'm checking out the doors for anything untoward.
Untoward?
Any sharp little needles that might poke us once we open it, or blades that pop out of the ground and knock us off at the ankles.
Ah. Well, Doctor, you don't see to find a trap. Try and come up with new lines.
Does Vex Vandal see to find a trap?
No.
Okay.
Of course, you could always take 2 minutes and take 20, but what fun is that? You guys are throwing perceptions in the tower. Through them, perceptions in the tower for the surroundings. Do you guys want to take 20 on the door?
No, I don't think so. I think Vex is going to be pushing to enter and not deal with that thing that burst out of the ground and damn near killed him.
That, as they say in the Southern America states, bless your heart. Just roll randomly.
That's not how we use it.
I know.
That's not how we use it.
Because I'm known for my comprehension skills of the English language.
Bless your heart, darling.
See, that's closer.
Yeah.
Look, it's been a long day for me. I can't pull the full Southern, all right?
No, I know what it means.
Bless your heart.
It's just like, you're so stupid. But, they're like, whatever, bitches. Yeah, I understand what it
There's a
means.
few ways you could use it.
Yeah, the bulk of it is...
It's a multi-interpretational insult, but it is always an insult.
It is.
Yeah.
It just the tone and the person you're getting it from is how aggressive or passive it is.
Oh, bless your heart, sugar.
Well, now, bless your heart.
Honey. Girl.
It's really...
bless your heart. The insult, the Southern insult. Well, bless your heart. Can you do that for me really loud? That's Cindy. You guys hear that?
Yeah.
I did.
Okay, the Southerners heard it. They approve. Thank you.
Come Southern adjacent, all right?
Southern adjacent.
And I'm the kind of Southerner that a lot of us don't claim to be Southerners.
Southernish.
When we are technically
I'm from the South, but I'm not from the South.
We're technically the other end of the armpit that is the Gulf Coast. So,
well, you're definitely in the armpit of Osirion. Where do you guys want to do next? You don't seem to find a trap.
Then let's see if we can get these doors open.
Right. God, I love it. When there's multiple rooms, which means multiple choice.
And is there a Pathfinder equivalent of raid?
Of
Rakes?
Raid.
Oh, like the
what?
bug spray?
Raid. Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Fireball.
Okay.
Flaming sphere. You chase it around. Here, buggy, bug.
Cloud kill.
A foyer, 10 foot deep, open archway into a main room that actually lets light into like an open courtyard. 10 foot wide hallway. So I would say it's an open concept, but like the houses of old, the hallways going into great big 30 by 30 rooms are all very open, stone floor, and debris all over the floor. Tiled walkways surround the main structure of the room, so you step onto like a nice mosaic pattern that's pretty simple, that kind of thing, showing a pathway like, oh look, this is left to right, you're in a hall, that kind of thing.
So what you're saying is we found a path.
Yeah, which goes left and right. You also notice a skylight in the room ahead of you.
As in the room to the east of us?
Yeah, sorry. As we move east, yeah. Good
No,
point.
I just want to make sure that's the room ahead of us that we're talking about.
Yeah.
As you mentioned, there's multiple directions, so, it's relative.
So when you guys, I've got the permissions on where I have to like allocate your movement. So you guys go like, can I move here?
Mm-hmm.
When you guys stretch, in between you guys talking, ash the mic. So because I'm just clicking to make room, and it's like technically movement's going on, we're not talking about it. So it looks like you guys are all shuffling forward as a block.
Yeah, moving into the building, leaving room for everybody to get into the doors, and once the last person's through the door, Vex will turn and say, "My friend, could you close that for me, please?"
We weren't raised in a barn.
Sure, I can do that.
So, do we go into the big central room? Seems like a big open spaces make me nervous right now, you guys.
I will admit my nerves are very frazzled after our last encounter.
I would imagine.
Perhaps we should move forward at a more leisurely pace to not leave room for such surprises.
That sounds like a fantastic idea. It
Does
is
anyone
nice
have
to
a
be
light
out of the
source?
sun.
Like there's obviously like light streaming in through the center room, but to your left and right, if you don't have a light source, there's
I
enough.
do.
Okay.
I have a Ioun torch.
Oh, nice.
So it's
yes.
a burned out dull gray Ioun stone with continual flame spell cast upon it. So it floats around my head just with a light going off.
All right.
So do we start with the central room? Do we do one of these offshoot rooms first? It's my first time being in one of these big, scary ruins. So
Well, perhaps we should explore it in such a manner that it leaves only areas that we have previously explored behind us. And I'll indicate towards the north.
Okay, so we go north first.
Isn't it when you're navigating a maze, you're supposed to just put your left hand on the wall and follow that?
That's what they say, my friend, but somehow I do not think that this is a maze. I'm thinking more like the SWAT clear tactic.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da. SWAT man.
All right, so let's go north then, I guess.
Put in a dig point. I can do
Okay.
that. Flail out, shield out.
Okay. Mr. Darkbane, if you would be so kind as to move your mini into the room.
Are you, my friend?
Actually, when you guys approach a room, I'll have you all do the permission move, and then you can all, you know what I mean? Probably save some time. Because on mic, we kind of know who's up front or whatever, but...
And I'll follow behind Eldraine.
Okay.
Once I get in the room, I'd like to make a survival check just to look around for tracks and see if I can see any type of recent activity.
Okay.
So here we go.
I just realized that I turned the lighting effects way back up, and like without little Navi following you guys, the audience can't see Jack. So it's like, this is really cool effects, but for our purposes, I just better shut it off. Well, back to doing the fog of war, cut and paste reveal, but
Fine.
It's
works.
better this way. Yeah. All right. So, officially, an enormous stone table, the marble top polished and smooth, runs parallel to the west wall of this large room. A much smaller stone table stands in the east side of the room. Splintered piles of dust and wood lie in the corners along the walls, the only remains of chairs after these untold years. A strong, fetid stench pervades the room. An open, sand-filled hallway lies to the south that you guys are traversing, while an open doorway leads to the east.
I'd like to roll knowledge stink to see if I recognize this fetid odor. Just an
Okay.
intelligence check.
Do you have knowledge nature? Or
I do.
knowledge society,
I
like
actually
society
don't think I
kind of
have
thing?
any knowledge skills.
Okay.
So no.
Yeah.
I'm a nature
put-
boy.
Yeah. Knowledge, nature, or raw intelligence, guys. Even medicine.
Do you want
Throw
it
it in the tower? In the tower. Yeah. Anyone else? As you guys enter the room, you ever open the door to a musty closet?
Yes. Recently, too.
There's the fetid stink, and then there's like opening the door, you get that first waft, but then there's stepping into the closet. You literally have to move some coats and shove your head in there, and it gets really bad. And this is what's happening to you guys now. It's like we're stepping into the actual closet. The smell gets really, really bad. It's the smell of death, like rotting flesh.
Smells like home.
No, wait a minute. It's the furniture. It's that moldy, all that pile of furniture. You know what I mean? There's a little trick of the nose there. You guys step in there, and then suddenly, Nature Boy's like, "No, it's actually the rotting wood. It, with the maggots in it, but it'll smell like a corpse, but it's not. It's the dead man tree. It's the wood in the
Rather
room."
unpleasant, but I suppose we should press forward.
Smells like my
Mhm.
grandma's house.
And I will take time to thoroughly
Okay.
investigate the room.
Okay. So you going left to right, clockwise, counterclockwise.
Yeah, I will investigate the room in a clockwise.
So you're heading into this
Yeah,
wall kind of
exactly.
thing? Okay.
Yep.
No sooner have you approached the table, and it looks like, Eric, what are you doing there?
Monitoring the other room, making sure that nothing comes at us from that direction as they
Yep.
search the room.
Takes a step towards that doorway, and then we've got a doctor. You are,
Checking out this other table thingy.
okay. then
And
just kinda
I'm staying close to the door.
okay. Suddenly, not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 shiny, polished skulls come flying off the table as if they popped up from behind. One for each place setting. You guys see this?
That's
Cool.
Nope.
Nope as in you don't see it, or nope as in hell no?
Hell no.
Oh, hell no.
I think I'd rather have spiders, you guys.
Initiative, gentlemen.
Oh, I threw mine in the tower. Tell me what I got, Jeff.
4.
Yes.
I rolled a natural 20, and one of them still beat me.
21, yeah.
Oh, hey, I also got a natural 20 for 23.
Nice.
Natural 20, buddies. We'll die together. Up first.
Hell yeah.
He's like, I'm still faster than you. I'm like, I know.
I love it how they run away from cursed, like, you'll be cursed if you come down here, and then you guys walk into, like, a obviously cursed undead room. Oh, no. Damn it. Everyone blames Canas. Did we get a initiative from Mr. Darkbane?
Yes, we did. A 6.
Okay. So at the top of the order, we have Canas, who is actually adjacent to the room, still technically in the hallway, in this 10-foot hallway posted up on the left side. What do you want to do, Canas?
Let us take a look. So I do see them, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Line of sight, the corner of your square to like 2 in the back kind of thing. It's good enough.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to knowledge religion on these things.
Okay.
To identify what they are. And the tower open.
In the tower. Because you don't know what you know till you know if you know.
Yeah, that's fair.
I can tell you that these are undead. They are not fey, swamp, wisp light. You know what I mean? These are definitely undead. They're definitely, beheaded because they're just polished, shiny skulls. But it's like, this is new. This is a new one. Like, is it a skeleton? What kind of skeleton just has a blue, and the head isn't glowing. It's almost like they've got like a tail engine. You see that? Like,
yeah,
it's like they move and the wisp of blue necrotic energy is coming off behind them. This is a new one. But I will say with your roll, this is definitely undead, not fey, like a will-o-wisp.
Okay.
And you could assume the standard necrotic energy, like, good and, the standard undead package of, what do you want to do? Because they're calling us free.
Yeah.
Yay.
So I will step 5 feet forward, kind of into the room.
Okay.
And then I am actually going to command undead. So I have the feat command undead. So I can channel negative energy a number of times per day equal to 3+ charisma modifier, but only to use command undead. So this is going to be, I believe, a will save.
Is this a radius for everybody, or just you pick a guy?
To unslave undead within 30 feet. So DC 14.
You put out the force ping and everybody's susceptible. Maybe you get a couple in your thrall. So you're saying?
Yes. I can control any number of undead so long as their total hit dice does not exceed my oracle level. So I can enslave up to 2 hit dice, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if each is more than 2 hit dice creature, then I'm...
So do I just save for the first 2 guys, or is it like anybody, and if you're lucky, 2 fail, and then
I'd
you're
say,
full?
they get their saves.
They all
I'll
get
be
to
nice
save,
and
if
be nice.
more than 2 hit dice fail, I only get the up to 2 hit dice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That sounds better than me just picking 2 guys and going, you're done,
Yeah.
All right. There we go. What's our DC?
DC 14, I believe.
Okay. 12 is a fail. 11 is a fail. I don't even need to roll anymore. First 2 guys look at you and go, okay.
Hey, boss.
Hey, boss.
Do they talk? Are these talking heads?
Just for...
Do they find themselves behind the wheel of a large automobile?
Yeah.
Well,
This is not my house. You're not my wife.
How did I get here?
They got rid of your wife. Kill them. And I will actually speak that necrol.
Okay. So
They can't hear you, dude. They're just skeletons. They don't have ears.
You use this ability, which is a standard action.
Yes.
Can you immediately command them, or is it like next round? The way this system works, I'm guessing it's probably next round. Like you did your thing, and they come in 6 seconds. They come under your thrall. And then you start.
Fail their saves, fall under your control, obeying your commands to the best of their ability as if under the effects of control undead spell.
Yeah, can you command as a move action?
You already stepped. Yeah.
It doesn't specifically say what type of action it takes, so it's just commanding them. So
give me a 1-word command, because even that, the spell command is, you know what I mean? Like, we'll blend it into the spell if you can do it in like 1 word. Not your wife. Defend me. Then you'll have floating heads with your floating ion, right?
Actually, that's right. Yeah, defend me. Okay. Protect me.
You can have more logical commands as the rounds go by, but like, you know, on the spot to fall under your thrall, and you're like, you know, they hover over. Yes, boss. Right?
Yep.
Okay. Beheaded number 6. What the? Get rid of you.
Dude, you are so clutch. It's like, hello. Let me just solve all your problems. You're very muchly earning Vex Vandal's respect.
All right. Beheaded number 6 can fly 40 feet perfectly. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Oh, and I'm still fused, aren't I?
30.
Yes,
okay.
You are.
Dr. Zandu.
I'm going to level my sights at this particular one here. He's got some buddies on his sides.
Particular one? Sorry. So the table is top to bottom. There's a table that goes top to bottom for the audience. And second one down from the top. Okay, yeah.
And I'm going to lob a bomb at his face.
Okay.
Now, Jeff, are these corporal or incorporeal undead?
They're corporal. They're actual skulls.
Okay.
I believe so. Let's have a quick look.
That is a 7. That will not hit.
Rise room, suddenly in midair for a rush forward attack. If we had to attempt to swarm a single target, though attack, if we had to turn to 10 toward desire. If I destroy, it didn't say. Okay. Sorry? Miss?
So I missed. As it is a grenade weapon, does it do anything fancy or special? Does it just blow up, or is it kind of clink and nothing?
So, talk to me about the bomb itself.
It functions when I'm throwing them and stuff. They function very similar to like how an alchemist fire would.
I'm sure the splash damage, but what type of bomb are we talking here?
Oh, it is an acid alkahest bomb. It has a 5-foot splash radius and does the splash will be 6 damage.
Okay, so going under 10, you got a 7. I'll say you're short of your target. So bad news, you missed your target. Good news, it falls short, and since they're on the back of the table, I'll say it hits the front of the table and splashes like the 3 guys adjacent.
Okay.
For like, what is it, single acid?
Yes. No, it's 6 acid.
That was the splash damage.
Yeah.
Oh.
The splash is 6. Yes.
Splash is 6. Wow.
Because it's my actual alchemist abilities.
What's the if you hit it?
A D8 plus 6. Or D8 plus 5, sorry. I have my intelligence modifier to my damage with my personal alchemist bombs.
Okay. And like this is the first time I've seen splash damage more than a point or 2.
Well, it's because it is an actual class function. Like it's not. Like, this isn't. These aren't just.
I get you. Like they're not just the regular alchemist. This is something you've put feats and the thing into, and I believe you. Wow.
Oh yeah, splash damage from an alchemist bomb is always equal to the bomb's minimum damage. So if a bomb would deal 2d6 plus 4, then its splash damage would be 6 points of fire damage. Type deal. So.
Oh, so it's not D6. It actually is 6 points solid.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
That right there. See, I always wondered why anybody would play the actual alchemist class when the archetype gives you almost everything that they can do. Well, it's not as strong, but that's a big difference.
Okay.
Well, this is also first edition compared to second edition.
That's true.
So
Second edition Alchemist is a shadow of what first edition can do.
then again, first edition's kind of busted. Just
Very
kind of
busted.
busted.
It didn't start that way, man. Or it did start busted, and then they fixed it,
But
and
like,
then they busted it again.
it's like the good busted. Like,
Yeah.
first edition originally was just like, here's all the classes you know and love, and they all got some stuff.
Yeah, rule of fun busted.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, even on a fail, this thing splatters. You do a solid 6 points of damage,
They
splashes on
will-
the skulls.
They do get a reflex save for half.
Okay.
And my
Which
DC
is?
will be 16.
21. 19. And 6.
So
Okay.
the ones that pass take 3, and the ones that fail take the full 6.
That's strong. I like it.
Yeah, it's still even at, yeah. Okay. Oh, you know what? I hit the wrong button. I didn't want to, I wanted to, there's a way to do the rolls where you guys get some, but not all of the info. And, all right. Anyway, Dr. Zandu, that's you?
That's me.
Okay. The next beheaded, that's Canas's Thrall, flies over and takes up another position. So I've got one beside you and one in front of you. Right?
All right.
And now the actual getting into the actual undead themselves. Beheaded number 5. Okay. So they go flying. 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys are panoramic. It's not that Vex triggered. They just wait till, you know what I mean? There's like, they hover for effect, pose, look in the camera, and then fly at you guys. And it says they pick a single target and swarm it. So I will let fate decide. Sound off your numbers. Who wants to be 1, 2, 3, 4?
I'll do 3.
4.
I guess I'm number 1, baby.
Yeah, Matt does look like a number 2 sometimes, doesn't he? Number 2. Here I come for you, Matt.
Hey.
Nice.
Just kidding. So, hi. Yeah, we swarm. So, fun thing about swarming, there's swarming rules. You want to look up swarming rules? This means we can all fit in a square. You notice how they were actually stacked up?
Would the one that was moving directly north to south have provoked from the one protecting me?
No, because he didn't leave a threat.
I guess it depends on what their threatened range is, because if it's 5 feet, he went from diagonal to next to. Both of them.
I would
Correct,
say
but
that Xando might get an attack of opportunity as the ones that you subdued flew past him. But I already had, like, Eldraine, unless he's got a 10-foot reach, went by, and they're kind of going, like, hugging Xandu to get to your side. So I give Xandu an attack of opportunity against one of these dudes. The first
I would
one.
have no attacks of opportunity. I'm like all the way over here and have
Yeah, but beheaded 6 here
Oh, I see what
went
you're saying.
high and flew down and over and, like, past your square. Like, went through your threatened squares to post
I also
up
have-
on Canas.
I also have nothing to provoke to strike him with.
Their hands? Oh, you don't have any improvised?
I'm not
Yeah, you're
proficient,
proficient, so yeah, okay. Yeah, so fair point. But anyway, back to the swarming. So I'm kind of like rebuilt this show around Matt, the original character. Kind of don't want to lose you, buddy. But
Tough luck.
defend Vex.
Well, it does
All right.
it does also make sense that it would literally go towards the closest target.
Yeah. Okay. So they come and they, like, you see how they're like tilting their heads forward? They fly headbutt you. They slam into you.
Okay.
So one hits you for
Why is my AC lowered? So I'm my AC is different. It's not. So this may not be completely appropriate.
because you have your guy.
I'm fused and I don't know how to make a thing for Pathfinder to track it.
Okay, so is your AC supposed to go up or down? Oh, you did the dex bonus.
It goes,
Remember the
it
dex
goes
poison?
way up.
The dex poison you're suffering from the centipede.
But when he's in the Eidolon, it replaces.
Yeah, I take
but-
my
but
Eidolon stats.
He got some of it, but I don't think he got all of it back, did he? Okay. So you said your dexterity as an Eidolon was 12, was it not? Because I just overwrote them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've given you 12 dexterity, giving you +1.
Okay, but I should also have
3 for
plus
armor.
2 AC natural armor
Okay.
on top
So
of that.
that's
But
13. and your AC is
your
14.
regular armor isn't being used anymore. Like if you're
Right.
wearing regular armor.
Right, yeah, my regular armor doesn't count anymore.
So your AC is actually 13, not 14? That's even lower.
No, it should be
2 natural, 1 dex.
Oh, yeah, you're
That's
right.
yeah.
13.
Do you have dodge?
I do.
Okay, so that's 14. No,
Yeah,
you're on par.
That makes
anyway,
sense.
so with an 18, it slams into
a
you,
hit.
and you take two points. But it says you absorbed it. Do you have damage?
Yeah, because my Eidolon
yeah.
gives me temporary hit points. And as long as I have those temporary hit points, he's summoned.
they're being absorbed. Cool.
Do you have the damage value for the attacks in the enemy's character sheets? Because it didn't look like it actually rolled any damage.
It just says it's clouded. I've got an eye with a stroke through it. Like I said, I messed with the settings,
Gotcha.
and I don't know. Can't remember what I did to try and fix that.
I can tell you how many I took. I took 2 damage
Yeah.
because that's how much
okay.
came off my hit points.
Oh, gotcha.
I turned it
They're
on for
hit
evil,
points, right? So
yeah.
technically they're absorbing it. It's what I mean?
Anonymize NPC
Okay, sorry.
attacks
We're good.
is off. Ally health.
I just
enemy health.
I just wanted to make sure that we had my proper AC in there for this because I knew it changed when I took the form.
Yeah. No, I'm just wondering why, because I've got it turned back on, so I don't understand why you can't see my actual damage rolls and stuff. Anyway.
That's fine.
Yeah,
probably have to reload
if
this.
y'all are tracking it, then it's good. Sorry.
Yeah, no.
Keep an eye on too many things.
I was playing with some advanced features of Fantasy Grounds, but now it's kind of.
So that's the first one.
Yeah.
Is that all of them? Did they only get one attack roll?
They go in different orders. So beheaded 5 flies at you. Next is beheaded 3.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
It flies at you with a 3 for a 5
Miss.
is a miss. The next beheaded 4 flies at
Yeah.
you.
That one does say it's dead on the combat tracker.
Yeah, we got some stuff going on here.
What's
Did
dead?
you already play through this with somebody else?
Well,
No.
But
Oh,
those three,
acid. Maybe it died
bomb
from the
damage.
acid. Is that possible?
No. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, the last one that took 6 points actually is dead.
Okay.
But it's okay. He missed.
But it missed
Right.
anyway, so continue down the line.
Sorry, I'm used to in second edition the tracker looks different, and I have like a notification, so I didn't miss the tiny little. Anyway, yes. Swing and a miss from a dead guy. Brings us to Eldrin Darkbane. Wait, leave him alone for 2 seconds. You're just checking the room. 2 for their safety, I might add. Eric, what do you want to do?
Once I see the undead, I kind of go into a bit of a frenzy, recognizing my favorite enemy, and charge towards it, yelling, "Feel Pharasma's wrath," and go to swing with my flail.
Okay. I'll be kind and say Canas yells that they're undead, so you don't have to make free religion checks. 'Cause
Yeah,
otherwise
I would have called it out.
I do call
Make
religion.
the check. Maybe you'll get more information. What are you doing?
Yeah,
He's trying to
that's true.
trying to nerf us, man. Don't let him.
Can I have a knowledge religion check? Maybe you can tell what kind of undead these are. For free.
I can do so.
Yeah, in the tower. Ooh, very nice.
Keep in mind, I get a +2 to the roll too. They are my favorite enemy.
Yeah, that brings you up to 25, dude. I shall ID them. They are known as beheaded.
Sick.
Tiny undead. They do not do a lot of damage. They're like +2 to hit, 1d2 damage, and they only have like 4 hit points, but they swarm. You know what I mean? They catch you by surprise. They fly at you. They're fast, and they can see in the dark. So they're not very tough, but they attack in numbers. They attack quickly and they're super fast. So they can be overwhelming, but not a serious threat. Obviously, area of effect damage hurt them very badly, and they're not easy to hit. But anyway, what do you want to do, Drake? Or Dark Bane? Sorry.
Move towards him and strike with my flail.
Drake's your publicist. All right. 5-foot step, does not provoke. And you want to attack the ones that are surrounding Canas?
No.
Oh,
we move to the next one. Yeah.
Okay. So, stepping through Dark
Zandu.
Bane? Dandu. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just getting you close enough for adjacent. Okay. Can I roll a charisma check from Canas? I want you to roll a d20 and roll under your charisma. Like raw.
Yes.
This favors you because you have a high charisma.
Yes, and that is fair. I have two things that might add to this even more. I don't know if they will. I get a +2 trait bonus on charisma checks made to influence undead from my Death Speaker trait. And
Okay.
then, that's just diplomacy. Okay, so yeah. So this might be at an additional +2. I will leave that up to you on that. So 16 as is, or possibly 18.
Okay, so you'd want 16 or possibly 14. You want to roll under. Like getting. Like, What is your charisma score?
17.
Right. So on a flat d20, 17, you have a big chance of getting under and succeeding. You follow me?
Yeah.
Okay, so a little sleight of hand because I don't have abjuration for this, and I would like to put it to a flat roll. My choice, because there is no rule for this. You said defend me. That could be against your allies. So you're so charismatic that they don't screw up the order and attack Darkbane as he drifts by. Which would have
Gotcha.
only been like 18, 19, 20. For flavor. Anyway, Darkbane,
fair.
as you were. You're taking a swing at your closest enemy, beheaded 5. Go nuts.
How do I simulate in the multi-weapon penalty here? So I have my flail and my shield.
So down at the bottom, there's the generic modifier of your screen next to your fake dice.
Okay.
So you're going to have to do it in your head.
Your actions tab should have multi-attack stuff worked in, but I'm not sure.
I don't think he's done it. So he's got a light flail at +7, heavy shit. So what is your initiative to attack? Because you move
Light
more than
flail.
5 feet. Okay. Because you move more than 5 feet to get a target, you only get a single attack.
Combat style. Ranger.
Yes. But you need a full attack action to use anything more than a second attack in this system.
Gotcha.
So you get the attack, you double down and all this stuff with very light penalties because you're a ranger, but you got to be like 5-foot step, unload ranger style. So if you drift through like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're only going to get your first initial swing. So you want to lead with that flail. That's it, sir.
For a 22.
Yep. And damage?
7 points of damage, please.
Dude just obliterates. He just comes down and does the big smash, and the bones fly everywhere. Little blue wispy trail vapors trying to cling to the bone fragments. Denied. And he just completely obliterates number 5. Where's number 5? Da-da-da-da-da-da. Kapoof. And that's you, sir, unless you got a free action or... Nope. Okay. Beheaded number 2. Leftover swarmies. Going for Vex. Hits with a 15. Rolls a d2. And you are absorbs in your temporary hit points. Next we have Vex himself. At the bottom of the initiative order. Vex, what do you want to do? You're running out of phantom hit point, buddy. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do when you're unmuted?
When I'm unmuted, I slash at beheaded number 2 with my claws.
All right.
Now, this is something I'm actually not sure about.
Okay.
But I'll roll it first with a natural 20. That is
Dang.
confirmed as a critical hit.
Okay.
It doesn't matter because this is probably going to kill it. For a total of 14 damage.
So we thought the mace obliterated this thing. He just reaches out and he just crushes it with his claws and turns it not to fragments, but freaking powder. There's just this powder, bone powder.
And
And move, or
yeah,
you can 5-foot step without provoking, or you gonna drift.
yeah,
back.
but I can't really 5-foot step anywhere with that would fall within the rules.
You can go up straight north.
Yeah, but would that not still be within threatened square?
Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
Or I guess
that's
just straight
fine.
a 5-foot step.
Yeah, for free 5 steps free, right? So
Then yes, I will actually do that.
Okay.
5-foot step to the north, and that
Yep.
ends my turn.
all right. Now that's the first round, I
Yep.
believe. Yeah, okay. So I had a 3 in there. I think we were like left over from the centipede. Canas, VIP. What do you do?
Yeah. So, do I have to use my standard action to command, or can I use like move action or just other actions to
Same
do that?
as you would a familiar. So it's either free or a move, or
Okay, gotcha. I'll look into that.
I know you don't have to waste your attack standard just to make it go. It's better than
Right. That was kind of my thought. So I will poke at the last beheaded with my long spear as a standard. That's a 3 for a 4 total, so I miss. It'll just be gesturing towards it.
Attack him.
Kill it. Kill the undead there.
But he actually, he's not, he doesn't like fool you. He goes like, ha ha. Okay, kill that one. Right. Nice.
Go, my minions.
Go, he's got minions. Have you guys ever seen Megamind? And he has all those minions, like dozens
yeah.
of flying little pod minions, and he makes an entire giant head of himself, and the minions open up. It's like nanites, like just massive ball, right? Opens
Oh,
up. And
great
he's
scene.
He's
Great
standing on
scene.
his own tongue, and he's lecturing the superhero about presentation. It's really good.
Oh, it's the wannabe supervillain.
It's probably
He's
the
a
only way-
villain. But what makes Megamind super is presentation. I've watched that scene a fair bit. Megamind's great.
That's my favorite Will Ferrell movie. He's not even in. He's just a voice.
Oh yeah.
So you go for number 2. Was it 2? You hit it
Yes.
2 or 6? Yeah, okay. Okay. Whee! Natural 20. It likes working for you. And it does not confirm the crit. But does do 2 points to its fellow beheaded.
Oh, I
Doctors-
think beheaded 2 is already dead, so that should have gone to beheaded 3.
There. Button
Okay.
heads. Yeah! Oh, glasses on.
All right. In that case, he does a drive-by beheading. No. Your minion takes out the last one then.
Sweet.
And then Doctor with the acid ball. Just had it ready. Doctor, you got your next thing ready.
Sorry, I was work
Sorry.
email.
You had your
Um,
get your next. Oh, the Doctor actually has a cell phone. Sorry, guys, I got to take this mid battle. he starts scribing like it's not really a device. He just pulls out like a notepad. I got to take this. I'm inspired. What do you do?
Well, these other 2 skulls have not been hostile to us as of yet, correct?
Correct.
I think the big oracle prayer of, come to me, my minions, and then in the name of blah, 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 several gods tied together. And then now they're just floating around happily. They're even smiling at him. One's like giving him little skull kisses, Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're safe. Or are you?
Do we
Little skull kisses.
how long are those gonna be Your pets.
Not pets, but I figured they'd be useful if they're already created. As far as I'm aware, as long as I'm still living or there isn't someone stronger to command them.
So, like, I don't need to, like, be ready to just chunk this at them or something, right?
No. I'm planning on having them be cannon fodder, so to speak. First into the room, and
So
when they get
is
broken apart, they're broken apart.
that everything then? Do we
I think
keep
so.
looking?
You guys want to go back searching the room? Hopefully
Yeah.
something will jump you and get more XP.
Before Vex starts back into searching the room, he just kind of reaches out and taps one of the skulls and looks at Canas. My friend, you have proven yourself to be a very worthy ally. It is a pleasure to be working with you.
Thank you. Likewise.
Eric and I did a bad thing. He moved, I accepted, no one said shit. Eric, open your mic. What are you doing? He moved his mini and went, yep. Goes
You
right
need
to
to
the
be
door.
pointed out.
I just talked about, I know, but it's like, in the audience.
I'm gonna go back to covering the doorway as the
other entrance.
party searches the room.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. Just
And I'll
interject.
have my two beheaded boys float directly south of me in the hallway, just kind of bouncing back and forth between each other.
They're going to be your bouncers.
Exactly.
We can swarm so we can. Oh, sorry. He's really leaning into the dad jokes. He finally joined us. He used to get so mad when we dropped him. Now he's like trying them out for himself.
You didn't realize you were a fan.
Yeah,
of
so
the-
I'll go back to searching and I'll take my time.
I'll start searching this other table as well, taking my time.
Right.
I didn't realize, Canas, you were a fan of the popular early 2000s Squaresoft game, The Bouncer.
This is a great game.
I've never played it.
Oh,
Really?
it's really fun. It's not very long, but it's definitely worth the playthrough.
I can just
Good to
imagine
know.
this is the discussion we're having as we're like rifling through ancient tables full of junk. Like, have you ever played this one game?
And in particular, I'm going to look for the things that the Church of Pharasma has basically requested us to look for while we're in there, right? They want anything of cultural significance and all that fun stuff, right? For us
Hey,
to like
so if
the high
there's
value
anything-
items, you know what I'm saying?
If there was anything in that huge chunk of area that I just basically doused with potent acid, I apologize if I dosed important cultural artifacts with acid.
Well, how about silver?
It would etch
How
it.
does regular old silver hold up against acid?
I don't know.
Look it up.
I'm a medical person, not a
There,
chemist.
Vex, there are 6 silver plates and 6 silver goblets. If you look carefully at the picture, you can see them in the picture. And the skulls appear to come from behind the table, or were they sitting facing the wall in front of the plates like ornament? It all played out so fast, you're not sure. Can I have an intelligence check? Everyone like 360'd the room really quick and kind of missed. Were they below the table? Were they just sitting behind? It's almost as if it was staged. What kind of undead stages? You know what I mean? Like there's 6 heads, 6 plates, 6 goblets, and they attack as if, and you just watched your friend command undead. Did somebody else create them and put them here? Did somebody else stage them? This is not lost on you either, Canas.
Not that undead are a natural phenomenon per se, but I think anyone would probably recognize the unnaturalness
Well, here's the
of that
thing.
display.
They
Artistic
can
flair.
be natural. They can be a natural phenomenon. Because, we live in a world with magic, fellas.
Your Gundam armor, Gungo armor, what was that anime? Gumbo
Guyver.
armor?
Thank you.
Guyver armor, right? Can it
Guyver,
absorb
yeah.
things? Can you get something near it and it becomes slimy and absorbs like anime, right? He starts absorbing silver goblets and dish and nothing to see here.
Just shifting it to your backpack
Yeah.
underneath your pseudo ectoplasmic armor.
come around.
I may be a
yeah.
thief, but I'm not the kind of person that
Yeah.
would blatantly rob
Yeah.
from the party. I'm a pretty like, yeah,
You learned your
pretty-
lesson, lost your hand
Yeah.
when you're a kid. Yeah.
exactly.
An honest thief. The
exactly.
honest thief.
Well, maybe not
Ah.
honest, but it's more of a
Appraise?
yeah. That's probably a good idea.
You're doing
How-
a wonderful job.
Can I?
I
How about
actually
those
do not
silver
have
melting? I'm
training
just
in
stalling
that.
so Aiden can look up melting silver.
Oh,
So,
like, from a
sorry, I thought
physics
that was the
standpoint-
alchemist job.
From a physics standpoint,
That's what I am.
silver does not hold up well to acid. Any acid.
Yeah, but this isn't regular physics. This is Pathfinder physics.
Yeah,
but
Yeah, these are not magical
like,
plates. They're
every
fine
acid-
silver goblets and fine silver plates against.
dissolves,
and
etches.
I'm a real alchemist. I get 6 solid splash damage. That's some mega. This isn't cleaning
Right.
yet. This
So-
isn't cleaning that might melt them.
So here's what I'm finding so far is silver is not one of the metals listed under the substance hardness and hit points thing.
Okay.
They have iron and steel and mithril, but not silver. I
Silver's
would
generally softer.
sure. I was going to give you the information for iron and
Okay,
steel, and I figured you
okay.
could downgrade it a little bit and go from there. So iron and steel has a hardness of 10 and 30 hit points per inch of thickness. The other thing to take into consideration, though this is still acid could still do full damage to it, is when dealing with energy damage hitting hardness and objects, sometimes you double the hardness against the energy damage. It just depends though. Like, cold would probably, like, you'd probably double the hardness against cold damage, but not necessarily acid damage or whatever. So however you want to look at it, that's iron and steel. Stone, which is the next step down, has a hardness of 8 and 15 hit points per inch of thickness.
This is what we're gonna do.
Is it
and-
organic?
What?
The acid.
No, he's
it's
combined
magical?
reagents and made like a
Yeah.
super reagent. Like he's made super acid, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, this is what I'm gonna do. Audience, people, and we can redistribute the gold value later if I screw this up. I'm gonna give him a hardness of 5. You did 6 points. Okay, 1
Yep.
point against 5 points is 20%. So I'm going to reduce the value because only 1 point got through the hardness. I'm going to reduce the value of the silver that you find by 20%. And I will happily recalculate that money and give you
No, that
more or
seems
less.
completely fair.
know
That
what I mean?
seems a little more than fair.
So, well, I don't think their intention first edition is just like, oh, here's your gold and you guys did your awesome shit, right? But because he missed and it's an area attack and it was very specific to an area that had the plates on it, and you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't get normally
Yeah.
into this.
It's
this
like
kind of
the
bullshit.
table took the direct hit, not the undead.
So it's kind of like, okay, this is a very specific kind of flavor, so we're gonna go with it. All right. So appraisal.
Who's rolling the appraisal?
Oh, shit, don't trust me. I'm not trained. I'm smart, but I'm not trained.
Anyone can do appraisal.
I mean, I'll do an appraisal.
I'll throw one out there too. 11.
Okay. You're pretty sure all 6 goblets put together, although some are a little tarnished and melted. Oh, damn. You hit 3 out of 6. Okay, time to make some notes, Aiden.
Someone else do it. I don't want to be the notes guy for this game.
Fine.
Got notes going already.
There you go.
Eric, yeah?
Thank you, Eric.
Okay, Eric. 3 goblets. 3 goblets. 45 gold each. Right? Minus 20%. Another 3 goblets, only 36. But there are 6 goblets, and he didn't hit all 6 of them on the table. So you guys have 3 untouched goblets. Right? We'll say for now. Oh, there is one other thing. The table is only 4 squares. So if he hit 3 squares, he would actually get 4 out of the 6 goblets. So sorry. 2 goblets, 45 gold. 4 goblets, 36 gold each. Hence the reduction. You got that?
Two goblets, 40. Okay.
Sorry, 2 goblets, 45 gold, full value.
Okay, got those.
4 goblets, a little bit tarnished, shall we say. Dr. Xanadu, 36 gold.
Got him.
Okay. Now we go again, right? We say 30. Okay, so then it's 2 plates, full value, 30 gold pieces.
Okay, got him.
4 plates, partial value, 24 gold. And that's kind of neat. It's like, it's not, I'm trying not to make it a dick move, but it's like, you guys had this one-off ability. Thank you, VIP. He pulls 2 skulls to his side, and the alchemist goes, obliterate. What is the cost of this combat that did not even last 2 rounds? We melted some of our treasure. It's not gone, it's not destroyed, but it's slightly less valued. That's kind of cool. I like that.
Actual chastise him. My friend, I appreciate your enthusiasm, but please, be easy with the merchandise. This is what we are here for, after all.
I mean,
Easy on the silver, mister.
Yeah. Hey!
I'm sorry. I thought maybe stopping the undead from gnawing our faces off was a more important thing to do at the moment.
I agree. Oh, don't get me wrong, friend. I agree. But perhaps there are other methods you could use that would not leave what we are here to collect in disarray.
I will have a firm discussion with them that they should visit their primary care physician.
I will say, though, and he kind of like leans over and buffs a portion of it, this does wonders for the finish.
Well, technically what I have here is like industrial and medical grade cleaning supplies. I just kind of haphazardly mixed into some kind of concoction. I can show you the notes sometime if you're interested. It's very dangerous.
Perhaps
it in.
around the campfire in our travels.
Imagine what you do with fertilizer.
I should not have this anywhere near campfire.
Interesting. Not even the notes.
Well, the notes maybe, but then, But
I mean, you probably shouldn't have the notes too close to the campfire because they'll catch on fire.
So,
but that's the paradox, isn't it?
This command undead is sort of like a turn undead effect. It's not permanent. They're not.
No, command undead is permanent, but the limiter is the amount of hit dice I can command.
Oh, so they're yours until they're destroyed.
Yeah.
Cool. I get
also,
that.
Well, and there is another limiting factor. If a more powerful commander comes in, they can strip them
but he's using the holy power to like overwrite their intention and code, as it were, and their necrotic ability. So it's like, oh, you're mine. It's
Yeah.
I play Kotar. You could
if they
the
were
droids.
Intelligent undead receive a new saving throw each day to resist the command.
Yeah.
But
no, that's
is
cool.
this a spell or a feat?
This is a feat.
Okay. Because there's a spell for it as well. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, no, this is the feat. I don't think I get access to the spell naturally.
No, I honestly, I was kind of hoping. I got to bring up as DM in case it like runs out like a timer, but I'm kind of hoping because that's really dope.
Yeah, no, I'll call.
Skulls,
trust me, I'll call stuff out like that. Necromancer builds get real weird, real wild, real quick.
Too bad you couldn't collect 3. You'd have your own like triplet company singers, and
right?
Next level, he might be able to.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh,
I don't expect these to last more than another room.
There's just they don't have a lot of hit points.
No, again, these are go into room, set off trap.
The monsters attack Vex, and he's like, attack Vex. I mean, oh shit. So, speaking of the next room, do you guys want to press on? Don't seem to find much else here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'll command the 2 beheaded to fly in ahead.
Slowly.
Lying ahead. Ranger, you really hate undead. Do you have issue with this guy? Like, a hated race, you know what I mean? It's like, the elf hates the orc. Oh, well, these 4 orcs that were running at us with murderous rage and you want them all dead? 2 of them are now your friends. Well, his friends. Do you have any issue with this?
I mean, even a Belmont worked with a Dracula before.
Just saying. I'm not saying he might demand that you would, give it up. It's me or them, and then you just see him walking back to base, and we kept the skulls.
Who
knows?
Some sneers.
He didn't create them.
Just giving Eric a chance to, tell us his inner thoughts and feelings, so that I don't get spammed by going, "How come the ranger didn't?"
Just reappropriating them as a tool that he fesses up that he's going to destroy. They're simply cannon fodder. He doesn't intend to use them. So
Okay,
and it's,
no,
and
good
it's
point.
not like they're sentient.
No,
exactly.
just let the man speak. Like I put it down. I might seem like I was leaning for him to pick a fight, but like Eric said, dude said these are our new friends. They're cannon fire acolytes. That's cool. And you're cool with that, right? Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah, with Canas that has 2 skulls, and now Vex and the doctor going, "But please, Mom, can we keep them?" It's kind of convincing. So, on to the next room.
And again, I will send them in first. Like, so, float
Dr.
above.
Dr. Zoidberg, and Dr.
Really?
Sorry.
Really?
You got a Z. It's Dr. Z.
That's an insult to my Varisian heritage, thank you. Saying I'm a lobster person.
You guys step into a room. It's not as large as the others. As the past room only has a singular table. You guys are on what is now like the south wall of this room, and as you skirt along, is this what I'm seeing? Looks like we're skirting, entering the room, and Eric's skirting along.
Hugging the wall.
10-foot. The south wall becomes a 10-foot archway, which opens into the big sunlit room, which is the center of the house. To the north, out lies the room, 20 feet wide, 20 more feet deep, and a table. And everyone looks at Vex like, "Yeah, you can go back there behind the table because we know on this."
I'm going to shadow Eldraine as he moves through because he looks tough.
ED.
Yeah, I'll command one of the skulls to fly like over the table, past the table, and then come back.
Sorry, you did say you wanted to send them in there. I just
yeah.
Minion circling. Send in the probe droid. Blah, 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 blah.
I mean, yeah, it is literally that.
Oh, Master gave us a new table to hide behind. They disappear.
All right, come back.
And yeah, searching as I go. Does anything pop out for me? And actually, I'll even take a gander into this room to the south as we walk past the doorway. I don't have dark vision, but I do have low light vision.
Skylight is actually helping a lot with that today in this courtyard room. A tiled walkway surrounds a patch of earth and sand in this high atrium. If you guys look up, you'll see a balcony circling the top of this room.
Okay.
Second floor overlooking, which now you realize is an actual courtyard, and a square hole in the ceiling above said balcony opens to the sky. Completely open. Like skylights in Egypt are just holes in your roof. 4 columns in the corner of the atrium support the roof above, and the walls are decorated with symbols and hieroglyphs depicting animals, celestial-looking creatures, and the sun and the moon. It's actually quite a nice decorative room.
Cool. Okay.
The room that we're scouting and standing in looks pretty bare.
Looks pretty bare.
Well, we had skulls go in. You guys are kind of peeking, but you guys want to take a minute and do the once around?
Yeah, for sure. Take time to search as we go.
What,
Yep.
Eric? I see a check mark and I have to click it. You don't move unless you tell me to move. Get back there. We made this a thing. Now I can't even grab your guy.
Did one of my
No, it's okay.
heads disappear?
No, there's occupying the same space.
Oh, good.
I made invisible by mistake. Sorry.
Okay.
So, Eldraine, you are skirting again to the opposite side of the room you're in because there is yet another entrance, and you're kind of checking it out, right? Make sure
Correct.
you're good.
Just manning the door. Yeah.
Okay. At a glance, without further investigation, it looks like a kitchen and double doors leading outside or possibly to another room. Vex is peeking up into this main column room, which leaves Zandu or perhaps Kanas to just maybe do a once around in the previous room to be sure.
I'm doing a once around in this previous room to be sure.
All right. Without the ghostly array, pretty much the same, just a smaller. Perhaps this was knowledge local, knowledge
no silverware,
crafting, no silverware.
Okay.
Yeah. Know something a little bit about the structure of the buildings.
I also have knowledge engineering.
This would probably be where the servants ate.
Okay.
Or it's a prep room. Like they come out here and they stage the food and then they serve it and then they eat here with leftover, that kind of thing.
Yeah. It's like a separate room to put the
servantry,
the charcuterie tray on the table or something.
Yeah.
And people come get their stuff.
Because we all know Osirians were huge on charcuterie.
Massive on the charcuterie.
Charcuterie. It's a thing, yeah.
It's just grown-up Lunchables, man.
That's so true. Man, Lunchables rock.
Yes, they do. So yeah, if there's really nothing of interest in here, then I'll just stick with the party.
Okay. So coming back around,
before we push in, I'll motion to the courtyard to the south. Should we search this area first, or continue beyond?
I mean,
there is a lot of crap on the floor.
I don't know. Maybe if we're gonna have to sift through a bunch of crap on the floor, we should make sure all the bordering areas are safe.
You are very wise, my friend. Very wise. And then I'll get into position behind Eldraine.
Yeah.
And at that point, I'll send the beheaded into the kitchen area.
Okay. 2 stone tables sit against the western wall of this room, while a third occupies the southeastern corner. A small, square wooden butcher block stands in the northeast corner, now almost collapsing under its own weight. The stone oven sits in the middle of the north wall. A humanoid skeleton lies beneath the northwest table, but is clearly visible. It is surrounded by smashed crockery, and there is a door to the east that also exits this kitchen besides the double doors that you guys are. It's kind of like a foyer you're stepping into, like a 15-foot long to the east to this double door. And then if you guys step into the foyer, the kitchen is apparent to your north, and it's a 20 by 20 room with another little door on it. What do you guys want to do?
If nothing
Eldraine will
attacks,
step into the room.
and say if nothing attacks his skulls, then we should go on in.
Skulls do a fly around, stirring up crap. Nothing happens. Eldraine steps into the foyer.
Run over, give Pilo a high five, and then come back.
Pilo, a skeletal bard, played in our Outlaws of Alchemist, summoned a skeleton mat. And before he sent him away, he asked the druid to name him, so he would have him a name, and he gave him a big hug, said he did good, gave him a hug, and kissed him on the head. So that's where I got skeleton kisses from. And of course, role playing, I was like, actually had the skeleton go, Papa, like, did I do well? Yes, dismiss. Right. It's pretty good.
That's great.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'll not more of us are making Planescape references with the floating skulls all around.
I'll move up to the double doors and check them for traps or anything that looks suspicious.
While he's taking his time on these doors, did you guys want to actually search the kitchen itself? You're all kind of hanging in, going, "Is dinner done, Mom?" Or
I'll start searching the kitchen. Who knows what good supplies there could be in here, especially for strange alchemical concoctions.
Okay, one's searching the room, one is searching the doors. What are you guys doing? Guarding, or is there anything of interest specific that stood out that you want to go run and hug and lick and touch?
I'll actually go take a look at the skeleton itself.
Okay. And that leaves Eldraine doing what?
Covering the
Covering
our,
our asses, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I don't want to assume. So, that might be a singular dialogue for you, but I'm just,
No,
Important job.
I get it. Yeah. Just
Important
fulfill
job
my
for the
role.
range.
We lost one party already. We're not losing another.
Now, I thought you were going clerical because you mentioned religion and then you were like, but you wouldn't reveal your class. But now you're talking about ranger-hated races. So maybe I have to get when you guys get a little bit more friendly and talk about what you do for a living. The kitchen, unfortunately, is pretty bare, rotten, and like we're talking 1,200 years, dude. So there's not like a wisp. There's not, I will say though, in the corpse, this guy has a rusted dagger still wedged between his ribs.
Murder.
Like the beginning of a country song.
A bit of a pussy if you died at D4.
Can't get good guards these days.
Probably a wizard.
No, that was in 3rd edition. This is Pathfinder. They have a D6.
That's
Crossing to the door, and probably where I'm looking at Eldrin's mini. To your south is another open doorway. Eldrin, a small contained room.
Yeah. Okay. I'll still stay in the position where I'm at so I can cover both openings.
I'm just curious if you wanted to step forward and have a look in the room or no.
No,
I mean,
just
step in the
this
room.
way
I
I
just
can
meant look
provide
in the
better
room.
coverage.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Laterally, you can see left and right, and it's very tactical where you are. It's all good. Okay. Time goes by. We yield nothing in the way of traps or anything useful in these 2 rooms. Gentlemen, what do you want to do?
I'll push open the door, but stealthily. Like, I don't want to, like, whip
Sure.
it open. I just want to push it open and have a peek outside.
Okay.
Or what's on the other side.
Yeah.
I will actually give you a stealth for that.
All kinds of shit. Courtyard, well, picnic table. Like,
Well,
peek
really,
outside,
I'd
look
only
at it.
probably see directly down the stairwell for the most
Okay.
part. But yeah. So it's
Still enough to
it's
know it lives
outside.
Sorry, yes, outside.
Okay. So then I'll just pull it closed.
Is the spider out there?
Centipede.
Centipede, yeah.
Don't use the S word in front of you unless you absolutely have to.
Yeah, I didn't see anything out there alive and moving.
No.
No, okay. I did not see anything, but to be honest, I don't trust it. So and I'm saying that as I'm pulling the door closed.
I will say that you open it up out there and the wind picks up.
Mm-mm.
Like there's that dusty, quiet wind of the desert, and now that we're gone around the house and got it accumulated to the quiet of the house, you can hear it over the skylight. He opens the door and we hear it outside. There's just that sort of, wind-blown desert noise because it comes right over the city wall and along the tops of the roofs. And
That's setting some atmosphere there. Thank you for that.
I've got atmosphere music and stuff, but it's like you guys can't hear it. The audience can, you guys can't. So it's like, well, once in a while I gotta mention what I queue up. Anyway.
Yep.
So everyone comes back. What'd you get outside? What'd you get? A dagger from my body. What'd you get? I analyzed that he was a sucky guard, D4 hit points.
Oh no, I don't take the dagger. I just see that a dagger's in. If it looks rusty, it's.
I was kidding.
rock.
I was kidding. If you're happy to put something in your hand, great. If you don't want it, yeah. Okay.
Also,
Would you get cursed
removing a
dagger?
dagger from a corpse, that just sounds like begging to be cursed.
Yeah,
I was gonna say.
I will actually cast detect magic, just to make sure
Okay.
I'm not missing anything. Just kind of do the once big sweep across the
ping.
room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing, though. Something in one Scully's mouth. One of your little buddy's mouth.
Drop it now.
He flies
Come on,
over
boy.
to the
Open.
corner.
Just
Open, boy. What do you have?
shouts
flies
from the
really
next
high in
room
the
over,
corner.
"What do you have in your mouth?"
Yeah. Flies up really high in the corner to hide away from you. Yeah.
Open your mouth
Down
there.
now.
Skeleton puts down a little bag. I don't know, but it made me think of you.
Yeah. Great big gem. No, unfortunately, no detect magic, but that played out in my head so fast. I was like, oh, I got to say that one.
Oh, absolutely. No, it was great.
No. Nope. No magic. No pings just yet.
Okay.
Where do you guys want to go? What do you want to do next?
Probably south, right?
Yeah,
Sure.
continues scanning.
Yep. I'll send the skulls in. Send in the skulls.
I'll
They
wait
stop.
till Eldraine
They go
goes
as-
in and follow
They
in
go
behind
as
them.
far as the door, and then they're hesitant to go inside. They're like,
I'll talk to them in Necrol. What's wrong?
Re-up. No. You guys want to go in while he's lecturing his children?
I mean, I kind of want to see how this plays out.
They're not hesitant, you realize, like they're afraid. They're blocked.
Oh.
They go to the door, and then it's like a wasp trying to get in your screen window. It can feel the heat coming into your house, but it can't get in the house. It can't figure out. So it's like ding, 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 ding. Where's the whole, how do I get in? Master wants me to go
Gotcha.
into this room, but I can't.
Okay.
Do we need to like go into the room and invite them in? I've heard that works for undead.
The myth is vampires for that. Whether there's
he
truth
does
to
his
that or
best-
not, I don't know.
Does his
No, it
best
doesn't
vampire
apply.
impression. Come in. Huh? Sorry.
I think it might be some sort of hollow ground or some sort of blessing or shrine that's keeping them out. I think it should be okay to enter.
You guys have a look.
With that,
Hieroglyphic-
Eldrin will walk in.
Yeah, hieroglyphs and images of fantastic beings cover the walls in this small room. A small stone shrine, dusty and thoroughly defaced, stands against the eastern wall.
Defaced, you say?
Yeah.
I will start translating the hieroglyphs.
We'll roll religion to see which dedication this could potentially be.
Likewise.
I'll just go in and look for anything shiny.
The fantastic creatures are psychopomps.
Oh.
They're an outsider that serves the gods. Sometimes a little metallic bird like Bilbo. Sometimes a great big furry bear with a dog head skull, and it's just the skull floating on top of these creatures. Psychopomps are freaking weird. Anyway, they're painted
Fun
on the
fact.
walls, faded. So you see hieroglyphs, and they always have like crocodiles, and they're like, we're near the Nile, and because they have like a two-dimensional cartoon. You guys know how hieroglyphs look. Everybody's walking in a line, and then you follow the picture, and it's like, and the guy in the end is feeding the crocodile, and then there's the guy that fell in, and the third crocodile back is chewing the guy, and it's a left to right kind of story. So it's a lot of like, oh, the god sent us psychopomps, and we're blessed, and yay, and here's sort of a, from what you can tell, a generic shrine, but it's definitely a collective of the ancient Osirion gods. Sort of a crowd pleaser, if you would. Really good oracle stuff. This would like an oracle be like, here you go. Everybody, hello, that kind of thing. But specifically Osirian culture, specifically ancient Osirian gods. But you could possibly pick psychopomp or references or slight symbols or, that are a nod to several, not just one. And then the whole place is ripped up and the shrine itself is defaced. But like you said, possibly consecrated ground makes the skulls hesitant. Anyway, you want to push on them? Daddy said no. And roll. And we'll do willpowers, but...
No. I'll leave them. I'll turn to Eldraine. Some of these are depictions of psychopomps. Aren't those, Pharasma's domain?
Yes, they are.
Interesting.
Perhaps a bit of an
but
amalgamation of the old and new.
This seems to predate Pharasma's arrival in Osirion, though.
Maybe because this is like somebody's house, right? That's what this is. This was somebody's house. maybe because this is somebody's house, this has like a multi-deific following, like revering multiple gods. You know, you think Caden when you're having a nice drink, but you also think like Shaylin when you're about to do a piece of art in your room or something.
That's fair. Fair assumption.
Hey, the town I'm from has like the temple is like to 5 or 6 gods. It's pretty impressive, actually.
Yeah, that's fair. The city has dedication to actually most of the gods.
Oh, yes, there are temples everywhere.
Oh,
Sometimes
sorry.
I
Not
wonder
this
if
city.
it's too many.
What the? Yeah, no. Okay.
Out of respect, just recognizing that this is still consecrated ground. Eldraine will say a prayer and make a little offering at the altar, or what looks to be an altar there by the urns.
Awesome. Thank you, Eric. Welcome to the show.
I'll actually back out of the room a little bit as I'm realizing, yeah, it's definitely consecrated.
He starts praying, and Canas's feet start smoking. Just quietly step out.
Feel static slightly starting to build up in the air.
That's
your
cool.
skull starts looking at you. Their skulls start looking at you like, you know this guy?
First edition Rangers are trained in religion. Dude takes the knee and little incense and, little Egyptian prayer, as it were, and it's Osirion gods. Very nicely done, sir. And
Vex reads the room, leaves him to his piety, and steps into the courtyard.
Okay.
To the east.
Send my skulls around to the courtyard as I start to walk that way myself.
There
From
is...
the north.
You kind of missed it before. There's so much debris in the ground. It looks like a mud or a clay... No, mud? Maybe wood? A statue of a woman. A little broken looking, a little melted looking, in the center of the room.
I will approach it and try and clean it out of the rubble.
Okay. He's playing around with the statue. Sorry, Canas, you were going out and around the long way?
Yeah, going back around to the servants' quarters, dining area, to enter the courtyard, and also sending my skulls that way so they don't go through the shrine.
Okay.
Need some help cleaning off that piece of statue?
Yeah, yes, my friend. I always appreciate an extra hand.
Well, I got
and
two of them.
And as he says that, he just kind of glances down at the hand he had lost.
I'm like, I got two. Oh.
Just getting up and turning around finished his prayer. As if something doesn't like those prayers. Just coming around and just breaching the gateway. We have Canas' skulls floating happily behind. Wait, Daddy. Just turning, getting up, turning back to the doctor who's stepping through the doorway and saying he would like a hand. And the camera's showing these guys all distracted or all kind of just about to look into the room. And you see the statue get up. And this image is what you see of a muddied, packed stone woman.
Oh, damn.
With a melted face, tendrilled arms, and a very somewhere between a golem, mummy, and, shall I say, very unique creature. It's what I love about Mummy's Mask is they have the classics, but so many more original creatures in this adventure, and we will see you all next time.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'm just about to carpet bomb the area.